Well, I was talking before about the surprises of life.
What are the surprises life kept for you?
Life is full of surprises every day. See, in my main profession, I'm a traveler. And maybe I'm addicted to traveling because I like the thrill of walking around the corner and not knowing what is there, and of meeting people whose lives I don't know. And my movies, they are made with the same impetus. I'd like to go places where I have not been. I'd like to tell stories inspired by these places. And I like to listen not only to people, but I also like to listen to places. Like here, I come to Thessaloniki for the first time. I walk around. I spent all day yesterday walking around. And it was a great surprise to begin with, because I wasn't ready to find so much history, so much European history in the most complex sense of the word. I wasn't ready to find a city that had lived so much and that in itself could tell the entire history of this continent for more than 2,000 years. It's exciting.
Some people say art is useless. What is, in your opinion, the use of art?
I think mankind never had a better way to look at themselves, to solve their problems, to find out who they are and where they're going than through art, from the very beginning. Painting, storytelling, music. That's what I think what has been driving humanity forward. I mean, it's not the need to eat and sleep. It's the need to understand that has been driving humanity. And understanding happens more than anything else through art.
What is the feedback that you have received from the people?
Of course, you got to be lucky to have such an immediate impact on somebody's life. But I know that other films work in different ways. I mean, I know that Wings of Desire has affected many people all over the world in a very emotional way, in an almost transcendental way. So films have a life in people's minds and in their souls, and that is really the only life of a movie and of any piece of art that's worth it. It's not because it's hanging on the wall or because there's a print, it's because it affects people.
Do you feel that by making movies you became a better person?
Yes, I was a very shy person. I was not a very good communicator. I kept everything for myself. I was very interiorized. And if I hadn't begun to make movies, I might have become a writer or a painter, but I would have remained a very closed person.
You speak so often about your wife. It seems amazing for our days. What is love for you?
One of our secrets is probably that we, from the beginning, decided we would do everything together. We weren't going to have two professions. And I was going to witness hers from a distance and vice versa. So Renate has been involved in each and everything I've been doing, and vice versa. I follow her photography, and I give her advice, and sometimes really also get very much involved in what she's doing. And then, of course, I mean, I know how lucky I am, because it's not necessarily so that love grows. Very often, I've seen that in my life as well, and in my friend's life, love ends somewhere. And in our case, it's been growing and growing, and every day that I see her smile, I'm happier than the day before. So I know it's a gift, and I don't take it for granted.
What is your opinion about TV?
TV is a sort of a disastrous instrument. It could be so good. And I try to see every now and then the news, and sometimes you get the news, but very often you get, and more so in Europe, you get entertainment mixed with news, and I don't like that. And living in America, I've completely given up on television. I don't have, in America we did not have a television anymore. I didn't want the presence of that thing in our lives. In Europe it's a little different. You can still see stuff every now and then. But I must honestly say I've more and more switched to getting the news from the internet. And I don't like to watch movies, especially if they're interrupted by commercials. So television doesn't play an important part in my life anymore at all.
For a last word, I would like you to say something to people in Thessaloniki that has hospitalized you for the last days.
I'm very grateful for the festival, for the people of Thessaloniki. I've rarely been received so gently and so exuberantly. I got here, there was this beautiful exhibition. There's a retrospective of all my films. There was a book made. They gave me an award. Ever since I'm here, they're feeding me the most extraordinary food. From now on, in my office, we're not going to have coffee anymore. We're going to have Greek coffee from now on. And we bought the tools so we can make coffee at home, because it's better coffee than anywhere else in the world. And people in the streets have been so gentle. They just greet me as I pass. I feel like I've been here for a long time. It's a beautiful place. And I like the venue here where the festival is at the harbor. These buildings are fantastic. It's amazing. They should be very proud of their city.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.